Class 6, how are you all? I hope you all are safe at your places and you all must be studying at home. Now students, I hope you all are preparing for your first term examination, and today we are going to revise chapter number 1, which is the leaf. Okay, so let's get started. Now students, let's revise chapter number 1, the leaf. Okay, and we are doing practice assignment 1 of page number 96 of your book. So kindly open your book and open page number 96. Now we are going to solve this exercise, all this assignment of chapter number 1. Okay, now the first question is, name the following. So the first one is the flat green structure arising from the node of a stem. So the answer is leaf. Leaf is the flat green structure arising from the node of a stem. Then the second one is the pigment which gives green color to the leaves. So the pigment which is present in the leaves which gives green color to the leaves are chlorophyll. Okay. chlorophyll. Now students, you have to learn all the spellings as well, okay, because spelling, they are very important and you have to learn spelling of each and every word. So the spelling of chlorophyll is chlorophyll. Then comes the tiny pores on the surface of leaves. So the tiny pores are stomata. Okay, stomata, they are the tiny pores that are present on the surface of the leaves, and what they do? They help in exchange of gases. Okay, so stomata, S-T-O-M-A-T-A, stomata. Then comes stalk of a leaf. So the stalk of a leaf is called petiole. What is it called? Petiole. P-E-T-I-O-L-E. Okay. Then comes define the following. Okay, so these are the definitions. We have done this earlier also. Let us revise it again. The first one is leaf. So what is the definition of leaf? Leaf is the flat green structure arising from the node of a stem. So this is the definition of leaf. Okay, then comes transpiration. What is transpiration? Now for that, open page number 3. Okay, page number 3 of your book. So transpiration is written here. What is transpiration? It is a process. Okay, it is a process by which plants give out extra amount of water through stomata in the form of water vapors. So this whole is the answer. This is the definition of transpiration. Okay, then what is there? The next one is, now the next one is venation. What is venation? Venation means arrangement of veins in the lamina is known as venation. Okay, what these veins do? They form a network. Okay, so their arrangement is known as venation. Then comes simple leaf, and then there is compound leaf also. Okay, for that, open page number 4. Okay, so the answer is written here. The leaf with a single lamina, as in mango, castor, cotton, China rose, is called a simple leaf. So the leaf which has a single lamina, like in mango leaf, like in lychee, like in cotton, castor, like this, which have a single lamina, is called simple leaf. And what is a compound leaf? The answer is also written here. The leaf in which the lamina is cut into a number of small leaflets on a common stalk is called compound leaf. Okay, from here till here, this is the answer of compound leaf. Okay, now these leaves are compound leaves. Okay, because leaves, they are divided into small number of leaflets. Here like this, leaflets are there in one stalk. In a common stalk, there is a number of small leaflets. Okay, so this is also compound leaf, and you can see they have got same stalk and there are many leaflets are present. Okay, so this is compound leaf. So answer, the examples are rose, neem and tamarind. Okay, they show compound leaves. Then comes venation. Okay, venation, just now I told you that it is the arrangement of veins in the leaf lamina. Okay, forming a network. So the first type of venation is reticulate venation. If the question comes, what is reticulate venation, then you can write like, when the veins in the leaf lamina divide repeatedly forming a network, it is called reticulate venation. Okay, till here. And like in mango, like in people leaf, they show reticulate venation like this. They form a network, they form a web kind of network. Okay, and the second type is parallel venation. So the answer starts from here. When the veins run parallel to each other from the base to the tip of the lamina is called parallel venation. So all the veins, they run parallel. Okay, like in here this leaf. Okay, you can see here veins, they are running parallel to each other. This type of leaf is known as the venation, this type of venation is known as parallel venation. Okay, then comes phyllotaxy. If the question comes, what is phyllotaxy? So what is phyllotaxy? It is the arrangement of leaves on the stem. Okay, it is the arrangement of leaves on the stem is called phyllotaxy. Okay, so plants, they show three types of phyllotaxy. Okay, the first one is alternate, where a single leaf arises at each node and next leaf arises on opposite side of the previous leaf, like in mango and sunflower. Okay, how? I'll show you. Here is this is alternate. Okay, so you can see one is here, the next is on the opposite side, then the other one is on the opposite side. So they are on the opposite side to each other. Okay, so this is alternate. Then the second type of venation is opposite venation. Okay, here in which two leaves arises at each node at one point. You can see at the same point two leaves, they are arising and they are very opposite to each other. And comes the last one is whorled. Okay, whorled means making a circle. Okay, making a circle. Okay, so you can see here leaves, they are making a circle here. Okay, they are making a circle here. So more than two leaves arise at each node and are arranged in a whorl or circle. So more than two leaves. Okay, there are many leaves here and they all are present at the same node. Okay, they are arising at from the same node. So this is whorl or circle, making whorl or circle. So this type of phyllotaxy is known as whorled phyllotaxy, and the examples are oleander and asparagus. Okay, so this is all about types of phyllotaxy. And then comes, now students, open page number 6 of your book and see here, if the question comes that what is vegetative propagation or define vegetative propagation, then answer is here on page number 6. Vegetative propagation is a method of multiplication in plants where vegetative parts, namely the root, stem or leaf, give rise to new plants. Okay, so as you know, mostly plants, they grow from the seeds. Okay, but there are some plants, they grow from parts of the plant. Okay, parts of the plant like root, stem or leaf. So this type of method where plants, they grow from root, stem or leaf is known as vegetative propagation. Got it? So you can write answer from here till here. Okay, and this vegetative propagation, it can be seen in many plants, like in bryophyllum, like in begonia, like in potato, like in stem cutting in rows, etc. Okay, so this is all about vegetative propagation. Now the first one is prickly pear, and prickly pear is the modification of leaf into spines. Okay, then the second one is sweet pea. Now sweet pea, it is a modification of leaves into tendrils. Okay, and then the third one is pitcher plant. Pitcher plant is an insectivorous plant, and what it does, it eats up the insects. Okay, so it is the modification of leaves into insectivorous plants. Then comes answer the following questions. Okay, so the first one is, what are the main functions of a leaf? So what are the main functions of a leaf? So the answer is given on page number, all of you open page number 2, page number 3. Okay, page number 3, and all the functions are written here. Okay, the first function is that it manufactures the food for the plant body, okay, by the process of photosynthesis. You can write all this also, or you can write in a single line, in a very short single line. Then the second one is that what it does, it has tiny pores on its surface called stomata. Okay, so it helps in exchange of gases. Okay, and the third one is that what is the main function of plant? That it gives out oxygen. Okay, so what it does, it gives out oxygen for all the animals and human beings. And plants, what they do, they give out extra amount of water through stomata in the form of water vapors, and this process is known as transpiration. Then it modify itself also into spines and tendrils. And why it transform into spines, tendrils and insectivorous plants? To protect itself, either to protect itself or for food storage. Now part B is, name a plant in which leaves are reduced to spines. The answer is cactus. Okay, then comes fill in the blanks. Now you can see here there are fill in the blanks also. The first one is, leaves are green as they contain, the answer is chlorophyll. Okay, what is the answer? Chlorophyll. Then B, in pitcher plant, leaves are modified for trapping insects. Okay, then C1 is, some leaves have patches of white or yellow or red color. Such leaves are called variegated leaves. Okay, so you must have observed that leaves, they are very different, like they are not green, all green in color. Some leaves, they have patches of white or patches of yellow or red color in them. So these type of leaves are called variegated leaves. Okay, now the stalk of a compound leaf is called, the answer is rachis. So what is it called? Rachis. Okay, then leaves of banana show, so leaves of banana show reticulate vanish. Okay, banana leaves, what they show? Reticulate vanishing. Then comes, give one word for the following. The flat green part of a leaf is called lamina. Okay, what is it called? The flat green part is called lamina. Then comes, the arrangement of veins in a leaf is called venation. Okay, what is it called? Venation. The arrangement of leaves on the stem is called phyllotaxy. What is it called? Phyllotaxy. Just learn the spelling as well. Then comes 8th one. Here is the picture of a leaf. Study the picture and label the different parts in the blank lines drawn 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here is the picture, and this is a picture of a leaf, and you have to label its parts. Okay, the first one is, what is it called? This is the part by which the leaf is attached to the stem. This is called petiole. Okay, P-E-T-I-O-L-E, petiole. Then comes margin. Okay, this is the margin. second one. Third one is, this is the central part of the leaf is called, this is called the midrib. Okay, midrib. And here from the midrib arises veins. Okay, so these are veins. Now which part makes food? Which part of the plant makes food? Leaves. Leaves, they prepare food for the plant. So the answer is leaf. Okay, then there is a word scramble. Okay, so you have to unscramble each of the following. The first one is venation. V-E-N-A-T-I-O-N, venation. Okay, and this one is leaf. L-E-A-F, leaf. Now this one is lamina. What is it? Lamina. L-A-M-I-N-A, lamina. And the last one is midrib. M-I-D-R-I-B, midrib. Okay, so this is how you have to solve this assignment, practice assignment 1 of page number 96. Okay, do it and do the definitions also. You must have done it earlier also, but you can do it again, and answers I have told you, you can write it from there and learn all the question answers, all the definition, differentiations, and all the fill in the blanks, give one word, all. Okay.